Chwababo.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. My name is Marit Eksteen, and I'm your Master of Ceremony this afternoon. We would like to welcome all delegates here in the auditorium, watching from the overflow room in Ballroom, as well as our colleagues online, not with us in Cape Town today. Welcome to the 82nd FIP World Congress of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Not only is it the first time that this World Congress is hosted in sub-Saharan Africa, but it has also grown into the second largest congress in the history of FIP, with 3,300 delegates. A year ago, I promised you a magical congress in Cape Town. And today, we are here to deliver it to you. The opening song, Circle of Life, from the famous movie The Lion King, symbolizes the unity and warmth that we hope to share with you during the next few days. The song was performed by the group Isibane Se Africa, which means the light of Africa in isiXhosa. And they performed for us in traditional Xhosa attire, called Mpakwa. Let's appreciate their talent with another round of applause. I would like to welcome your hosts for this World Congress. Mr. Paul Sinclair, FIP President, FIP Bureau members, together with the Chief Executive Officer of FIP, Dr. Catherine Duggan. Mr. Chiviva Rabale, Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa President, together with the Executive Director, Ms. Refilwe Mogale. I want to welcome the following invited, esteemed guests. Dr. Zandile Buthelezi, Director General for Health of South Africa. Ms. Steve Letsike, Deputy Minister in the Presidency for Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, attending today as the Vice President of the South African Pharmacy Council. Professor Nicholas Crisp, the Deputy Director General for National Health Insurance in South Africa. Mr. Mogologolo Pasha, President of the South African Pharmacy Council, together with Mr. Vincent Lala, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Boitumelo Semete Makokotlela, Chief Executive Officer of the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority. Dr. Katlego Motudi, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Board of Healthcare Funders in South Africa. Dr. Magome Maseke, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Health Professions Council in South Africa. Professor Ntombi Fikile Mjali, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the South African Nursing Council. Dr. Makapa Makafola, Chief Operating Officer of the South African Qualifications Authority. Mr. Sekumbuzo Kwabashe, Executive Manager for Skills Development Planning, and Ms. Bakedi Motubase, Executive Manager for Education and Training Quality at the Health and Welfare Sector Education and Training Authority, funding 900 South African delegates. Mr. Khabu Kumape, Chair of the Board of Directors of the Independent Community Pharmacy Association, together with the Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Jackie Mayman. And most importantly, all delegates, welcome. It is now my pleasure to introduce the President of the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, Mr. Chiviva Rabale, to come to the stage for his word of welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, colleagues. Thank you, that's better. Good afternoon and welcome to South Africa, Cape Town. It is both both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we gather for this prestigious international event, the 2024 FIP World Congress of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. IHP Warabali, the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, the largest voluntary professional association for pharmacists, pharmacy support personnel, and pharmacy students, extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you, delegates, speakers, and guests. We have traveled from near and far to be here. As we convene in this beautiful setting, we are reminded of the incredible power of collaboration and the exchange of ideas. This conference is a testament to our shared impact of us all, commitment to advancing the pharmacy profession and addressing the global challenges that impact us all. Together, we will explore new frontiers, share insights, build the foundations for future progress. South Africa has a rich history of cultural diversity, as you have just seen by the colorful and beautiful national costumes. And we are proud to host such a diverse group of experts and thought leaders. Your presence signifies a collection dedication to excellence, innovation, and meaningful change. Thank you once again for being here, and I look forward to the fruitful discussions and collaborations that will undoubtedly emerge over the course of this Congress. Today, as we gather here, I have a pleasure of welcoming our very special guest, the Director General at the National Department of Health, Dr. Sandile Buthelezi. Dr. Buthelezi is the incumbent Director General of the Department of Health in the Republic of South Africa since June 2020. He is a seasoned health practitioner with 30 years post-qualification experience at various levels of health service platforms. His previous positions include Chief Executive Officer of the South African National AIDS Council, SANAC, Chairperson of the South African Global Fund Country Coordinating Mechanism, Chief Director, Strategic Health Programs for the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health, Director, HIV, AIDS, and SIT Programs for the to the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health, Medical Superintendent and clinicians in various hospitals across the KwaZulu-Natal and Free State provinces. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Buthelezi, who will share with us a welcome address.
Thank you very much, President, Chief, that's how they call you, Chief Viewer. Thanks to the Program Director. Special greetings to the President of FIP, Mr. Paul Sinclair, the CEO, Dr. Catherine Dagen, members of the International Federation Congress Bureau, President and Executive Director. President has just introduced me, and the Executive Director, Refilwe, with us here today. Representatives from the Pharmacy Council, I've seen the registrar is here with us, Vincent. I don't know if the president is here already. I was told there will be a deputy minister who's a deputy president, Mema Pasika Steve Letzike. Representatives from the ICPA, I'm told the CEO is here, Jackie, and the president. Our own colleagues from the department, both at national and provincial departments. Special welcome to Khadija, who's actually the lead in the department in charge of sector-wide procurement and all pharmaceutical services. Let me first start by conveying an apology on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, who's leaving on an official visit to China today, and also the Minister, who you will see tomorrow. Unfortunately, he only came back from Brazzaville yesterday from the regional meeting of WHO. But he will be seeing you tomorrow. Allow me to take this opportunity and express my gratitude on behalf of the South African government and the health sector at large to the organizers for choosing our beautiful country to stage this international congress for the first time in the sub-Saharan Africa. I'm told that the only other country that once hosted it was Egypt around 2005. Thank you very much. So we are very proud as South Africa that we've been given this opportunity. The pharmacy profession has a long history in South Africa, dating back to the early 17th century, when the Europeans at the time showed a great interest in the medicinal plants used by the Khoi and indigenous population in South Africa. By 1807, there were 9 licensed apothecaries at the Cape of English, Dutch, German, and French nationality. In that year, a proclamation was issued which established the Supreme Medical Committee, which was tasked to check qualifications and license the chemists and the druggists. This proclamation gave apothecaries the exclusive right to dispense medicine and thus making it illegal for physicians to do so. Since that time, the medical profession has undergone multiple reforms, which started in this very city of Cape Town. In 1883, a memorandum was submitted to the then Select Committee on Medical Reform, arguing for urgent medical reform. This was followed by multiple reforms over the time that enabled the pharmacy profession to grow and play an important role in strengthening the health system, including changes in law that allowed for the establishment of the well-respected regulatory bodies such as SAPRA in South Africa, which is the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority, and also the formation of the South African Pharmacy Council. We pride ourselves in having a world-class regulatory body, the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority, which has attained WHO Maturity Level 3 certifications for vaccines, benchmarked against the WHO Global Benchmarking Tool. This demonstrates that we have a stable, well-functioning, and integrated regulatory system to ensure the quality, safety, and efficacy of vaccines that SAPRA registers. Our statutory council for pharmacists, the South African Pharmacy Council, plays a key role in promoting universal health coverage by ensuring excellent and sustainable patient-centered pharmaceutical services by developing, enhancing, and upholding acceptable norms and standards in all spheres of pharmacy. Currently in South Africa, we have over 17,000 registered pharmacists, most of whom qualified at one of the country's 9 pharmacy schools and are working at the various sectors of the pharmaceutical or the pharmacy industry. South Africa is also home to the mRNA Vaccine Technology Transfer Hub, consisting of Afrigen Biologics, the South African Medical Research Council, which is one of our entities, and BioVac, which is a South African vaccine producer that is partly owned by government. This is an example of South Africa's research, development, and manufacturing capabilities for medicines and vaccines. We have a growing pharmaceutical manufacturing sector, and pharmacies are generally located in the heart of local communities, making pharmacies one of the most easily accessible healthcare providers. In many cases, are the public's first point of care, providing the needed services, promoting health, and improving public awareness of health priorities. We all know how our pharmacies, our different pharmacies in different areas played a role during the COVID vaccination drive that we ran in South Africa. According to WHO, an efficient health system anywhere in the world consists of 6 building blocks. You may call them the 6 pillars of health, if you wish. Pharmacists are the custodians of the second building block, which is access to essential medicines and other commodities, and also play an integral role in the other blocks to ensure the stability of the health system. This Congress takes place a few weeks after both Africa CDC and the WHO declared Mpox as a public health emergency of continental and international concern. I want to assure you that in South Africa, the Mpox outbreak is currently under control, but that does not mean that we should lower our guard, because viruses are unpredictable as they mutate from time to time, and we live in a global community where people travel from one country to another on a daily basis. As seen during COVID pandemic, pharmacists in all sectors played a significant role in responding to the pandemic, maintaining the delivery of critical health services to communities, providing non-pharmaceutical interventions, and providing vaccination services, as mentioned. Pharmacists also have a very important and integral role to play in addressing the vaccine hesitancy, which is one of the big problems that we are facing as a country. We saw it during COVID, and we're also afraid that it might also move on to the other vaccines that we have. Now, in 2001, the pharmacy profession was first commemorated on the health calendar. This important congress takes place at the time when we actually commemorate the Pharmacy Month, a campaign to promote rational medicine news awareness with a focus on providing quality healthcare. The campaign, which originally, amongst others, is meant to raise patient awareness on the vital role pharmacists can play in the community's healthcare and to improve communication between patients and pharmacists and pharmacy personnel worldwide. This year's Pharmacy Month's theme, it says, let's talk about vaccines. And it's based on the conviction that improving vaccination coverage and promoting a life course approach to vaccination are global imperatives to which pharmacists can really contribute. This is a novel approach fitting in the innovation for future in healthcare theme of the FIP Congress. South Africa is proud and honored to again to be the first country to host this Congress. This 82nd FIP Congress is held in an exciting time in South Africa, where the National Health Insurance Bill was recently signed into law, a key milestone in the transformation of our health sector. This initial initiative aims to rectify the gross inequalities of the past by restructuring the healthcare system to ensure that all South Africans, regardless of their financial means or where they live, have access to essential healthcare without actually experiencing any financial difficulties. So as you deliberate in the next 3 days, let us be united in our determination to advance and achieve universal health coverage. The agenda for this conference is packed with opportunities for one-on-one engagements, many interesting and stimulating sessions, and please make the most of your time together. In conclusion, I would like to wish all delegates a fruitful, constructive conference. I do hope that those of you visiting Cape Town from abroad will have an opportunity to explore some of the Cape Town's world-class tourist attractions, including Table Mountain. But in addition, please leave those dollars and the pounds. Thank you very much.
It now gives me pleasure to introduce Mr. Paul Sinclair, FIP President, to give the welcome address.
Good afternoon. Honourable Director General, Deputy Minister, fellow Presidents, FIP Fellows, members, colleagues. It is my very great privilege to be with you here in South Africa and an honour to address you as I approach the second year of my presidency with FIP. I would firstly acknowledge the presence and support of the FIP Bureau, who have worked to help deliver this magnificent conference. Last year, at the end of our Brisbane Congress, I said that my 4-year presidential term would be guided by 3 principles: integrity, performance, and passion. These values will assist us in our global health mission. Pharmacists are amongst the most trusted professionals in the world. This trust has been very hard-earned, and we must never take it for granted. Integrity is the cornerstone of trust and the continued building of credibility. It is important in both personal and professional domains. It includes adherence to moral and ethical principles and acting with honesty and transparency. In our profession, integrity is often supported by a strong regulatory framework, guiding practice and accountability. Integrity ensures safety and well-being for our patients. Our profession must continue to build on the trust within our community, as well as to foster trust with new contacts. Integrity in our actions will help grow our reputation as accessible and reliable experts in medicines and as healthcare professionals, and will reinforce collaborations which in turn will facilitate the advancement of our profession. Building on the work of our predecessors over our 112-year history, FIP is leveraging trust to strengthen relationships with its member organisations. Integrity guides FIP's decision-making and its other actions, ensuring that they align with our mission and our vision. Advancement of our profession to its full capability requires performance, This means consistently demonstrating expertise, commitment, and ethical conduct in professional activities. It means applying best practices. By performing at our highest level, we can ensure excellent patient care and achieve personal fulfilment, ultimately elevating our standards and the impact we make. FIP's performance is demonstrated in various ways. In the past 12 months, we have delivered 78 digital events, offering huge value to our member organisations, particularly those in emerging and developing communities. Different constituencies of FIP, including the Board of Pharmaceutical Practice, the Board of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and FIP Education, have been instrumental in developing some of those events that focus on specialised areas. We have also published some 30 reports and handbooks, as well as many other resources to support our profession. We will continue to listen to you, our members, to tailor our resources to your needs, as well as advancing the entire profession worldwide. In addition, our performance can be seen in the work of the 26-strong FIP delegation at the 77th World Health Assembly in May of this year in Geneva, with representation from 8 of our member organisations. It was also demonstrated in collaborations with the World Health Organisation, the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, and the Jordan Pharmacists Association in a collaboration on tobacco cessation. Our tobacco cessation activities come under our program of work on non-communicable diseases, which is but one of the 12 priority programs of work for FIP. We don't have time to mention all of the multiple outputs under these programs today, but I will include the launch of 2 more FIP UNESCO Unitwin Centres for Excellence under the Transformation Program. Please take a look at our annual reports and come to the FIP stand within the exhibition for more information on our programs for work. In addition to establishing such structures, this year we successfully completed the integration of the regional pharmaceutical forums into FIP. I take the opportunity today to welcome these forums as part of one FIP and thank everyone involved in this process. With this integration, we will perform to better meet the regional needs of our communities. This Congress, gathering over 3,300 colleagues from 95 countries, can itself be considered a demonstration of our performance. It is also a demonstration of our passion for our profession. Passion for pharmacy is why we are here together in Cape Town. It's an important catalyst for the advancement of our profession. Passion is the driving force behind excellence in any endeavour. It transforms routine tasks into meaningful pursuits. It fuels motivation, perseverance, and strong commitment to goals, enabling individuals to overcome obstacles and achieve remarkable successes. In pharmacy, passion enhances dedication to patient care and well-being. It fuels continuous learning and professional growth. It inspires us to stay abreast of the latest medical advancements and motivates us to move beyond dispensing medicines to offer much, much more. Passion makes people more creative and more likely to inspire others. It is thanks to FIP's global network of passionate people, for example, that we are able to collaborate with the Tuberculosis Private-Public Partnership Mixed Learning Network to make an infographic supporting pharmacists to manage presumptive symptoms of TB, and it's available in 20 languages from March of this year. Our passionate pharmaceutical scientists, pharmacy educators, and practitioners drives our advocacy work to expand our scopes of practice and to deliver the best possible outcomes for our communities. FIP's passion for pharmacy led to the creation of the new global campaign, Think Health, Think Pharmacy, which was launched in May of this year. Through this campaign, we're raising awareness of the importance of pharmacies as places of health provision and the importance of pharmacists themselves as an underutilised resource in the primary healthcare space, with the potential to deliver much, much more for our healthcare systems. FIP is working hard to advocate for our profession in all its disciplines. We want everyone to think about pharmacy when they think about their health. We want policymakers to think about universal pharmacy coverage when they think about universal health coverage. Universal health coverage includes ensuring healthcare in times of emergency. The FIP humanitarian program, Humanity RX, supports pharmacists, pharmacy teams, and pharmacy organisations in crises, including colleagues risking their lives to deliver care in areas of conflict or natural disaster. The program also raises awareness of pharmacists' roles in disasters and emergencies. The World Health Organization has listed more than a dozen humanitarian crises this year, with nearly 300 million people in need of humanitarian assistance due to conflicts, climate emergencies, and other factors. These crises have devastating impacts on health, including injuries, waterborne diseases, respiratory diseases, heat stress, psychological effects, malnutrition, and of course, disruption of health services. At our Seville Congress in 2022, our member organisation, the Pharmacists Defence Association, presented the Medicines to Ukraine initiative, which applied a model of partnership with charity organisations in affected areas and raising funds for medicine through pharmacies. Following the success of this model, last year in Brisbane, the FIP Council ratified a Medicines to Africa scheme, as well as schemes to cover other areas in need. Subsequently, we have worked together to develop Medicines to Africa and a further scheme, Medicines to Gaza. When we think humanity, we want people to think pharmacy. And I invite you all to attend signing ceremonies for these new schemes on Tuesday. And in the meantime, join me in a moment of silence as we remember all of our profession who have lost their lives in conflict and crisis across the globe. I'll return to passion again. Promoting our profession, our professional identity, will facilitate more pharmacy services and benefits for our communities. And I encourage you to further show your passion for pharmacy by supporting the Think Health, Think Pharmacy campaign and by celebrating FIP's World Pharmacist Day and World Pharmacy Week later this month. My message is Think Health, Think Pharmacy, Think FIP. Passion encourages us to push boundaries, to innovate, to improve outcomes. This week, we are gathered to innovate for the future of healthcare. In an era marked by rapid technological advancements and evolving healthcare needs, innovation is not just beneficial, it is essential. Innovating pharmacy enhances patient care, improves therapeutic outcomes, addresses the dynamic challenges of healthcare, and propels the profession forward. Innovation has changed workflows and allowed us to focus more on patient counselling and delivering clinical services. Over the past 30 years, this has included shared electronic health records, automated dispensing systems, and stock management solutions, personalised treatment plans, telepharmacy, and mobile health applications for real-time patient monitoring. And let's not forget the innovations in research techniques and fields such as genomics and biotechnology that have driven the discovery of groundbreaking medicines. Innovation is also vital for addressing public health challenges and disparities. Pharmacy-based vaccination is just one innovative model that has led to more effective disease prevention. FIP is a strong advocate of this model, with recent work including collaboration with the Indian Pharmaceutical Association on vaccination training. This training at Bangalore Baptist Hospital was supported by FIP's academic pharmacy and community pharmacy sections and the University of Sydney, Australia. We continue to promote this role for our profession and to gather evidence of value, and this year we're proud to report a 64% increase in pharmacy-based vaccination services since 2020. We need more progress to address challenges such as inequitable healthcare access, medicine shortages, antimicrobial resistance, and falsified medicines. Our Congress program includes sessions on innovative practices in these areas, in addition to topics of artificial intelligence, chatbots, precision pharmacy, and new drug development. Several new initiatives from FIP member organisations will also be presented, and I thank these member organisations for sharing their work. It is by embracing new technologies, fostering research, enhancing efficiency, and committing to continuous learning that we will meet the evolving needs of our societies and contribute significantly to global health improvement. I hope you enjoy this Congress and fully participate in ensuring that pharmacy is very much part of the future of healthcare. Thank you all for being here and for your passion for pharmacy and global health. Thank you to Dr. Sandile Buthelezi, Director General for Health for South Africa, Shafia Rabali, President of the Pharmaceutical Society of South Africa, and PSSA Executive Director, Refilwe Mahale, for your attendance and being with us this week. I also want to thank all of those who make our Federation successful year-round. We will continue to support our members and the wider profession through advocacy, engagement, and quality resources so that they can be the best health professionals they can be. They love what they do and they continue to make positive impacts on the health of communities everywhere. Forward with pharmacy, forward with FIP. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a very special opportunity for me to present an FIP Honorary President's Award. The FIP Council, on the proposal of the FIP Bureau, may award the title of Honorary President to former FIP Presidents who have given exceptional service. Today, I'm very pleased to award the title of Honorary President to Dr. Michelle Bookman. Michelle served as an FIP president from 2010 to 2014, and before that he was president of FIP's community pharmacy section. Michelle's presidency enabled the bringing together of evolving initiatives in education under one banner, which we now know as FIP Education. The gathering of resources needed to hold the FIP Global Conference on Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Education in Nanjing, China in 2016. And the opening of a debate on the reform of FIP statutes in order to integrate FIP education as a third structural element of FIP. The 4 successful FIP World Congresses Michelle led during his presidency included our 2012 Centennial Congress, which featured FIP's first high-level stakeholder roundtables and a Ministers of Health Summit in collaboration with the Ministry of Health of the Netherlands. It also resulted in the development of a Centennial Declaration by the FIP Council, highlighting strong commitment from our profession to improve global health through the development and distribution of medicines and through the provision of services that support the responsible use of medicines. I am pleased that the FIP Bureau and Council have recognised his exceptional service to our Federation. He joins only 5 others, esteemed colleagues, as an Honorary President of FIP. Congratulations, Michelle.
Dear President, dear Paul, dear FIP Council members, dear FIP staff members, and to all of you colleagues here in the beautiful Cape Town. It is a great honor to receive this prestigious award of FIP Honorary President today. I accept it with deep emotion and humility, reflecting on all that has been realized thanks to the dedication and commitment of so many of my colleagues and friends over the years. I wish to share this honor and emotion with my wife, Josiane, who has supported me throughout all my FIP activities, attending 40 FIP congresses with great pleasure since 1978. Our president has spoken about the past, particularly about my past. Now, in my thanks, I want to speak to all of you about the future you represent through your commitment to science, to education, and to professional practices that benefit our citizens and patients. In this regard, I would like to recall the words of FIP President André Beda in the 80s. For so many years, he wrote to me, "Men and women have passed the baton, each carrying the will to continue the work, to fight and to create. They finally and simply accept their responsibilities without question. They consider them as a privilege, the privilege of serving." To conclude, I wish all of you a beautiful life, possibly an exceptional life, both in the private and professional spheres, and perhaps even in the political arena. Thank you, dear President, and long life to FIP.
It is now my privilege to introduce to you the Chief Executive Officer of FIP, Dr. Catherine Duggan.
Hello, colleagues and friends. The work of FIP is led by a group of exceptional volunteers who are nominated by our constituencies or elected by the FIP Council to positions on the FIP Bureau. These colleagues generously give of their time and skills to the FIP vision and mission. They fit the work of our Federation into their work and into their lives as prominent leaders in their own right, in their fields of science, education, and practice. FIP Bureau positions are for a fixed term, and this year, those of the following colleagues come to an end. Professor pssa Aslani, FIP Vice President, Ms. Manjiri Garat, FIP Vice President, Professor Ralph Altier, Chair of FIP Education, and Professor Ross McKinnon, Chair of the FIP Board of Pharmaceutical Sciences. That these four individuals have already been selected for FIP fellowships in the past is already evidence of their service to FIP, which has continued to their membership of the Bureau. And so strong is their international leadership, we have benefited. Colleagues, it is not possible in the short time that we have this afternoon to describe all the ways they have contributed as Bureau members, but I'd like to offer a summary. Now, Professor pssa Aslani can't be with us today. Many of you will remember her and her starring role in our Brisbane Congress last year. But pssa has been actively involved with FIP for more than 20 years including as president of the FIP Health and Medicines Information Section. She has brought a range of skills as a pharmaceutical scientist, a pharmacy practitioner, and an academic to her role as FIP president. She has served on policy committees, developing policy statements, such as on access to medicines and patient safety, which the Council approved today, and co-chairs our working group on patient safety. She was part of the Bureau working group to restructure the FIP awards cycle, as well as chairing our working group on awards in recognition of excellence, and co-chairing the selection committee for FIP fellowships. She's been an active supporter of the FIP Women in Science and Education initiative and is the Bureau Liaison Officer for the Western Pacific Forum. Her passion for our global profession was made even clearer through that incredible support I mentioned of the 81st FIP World Congress in Brisbane last year. Join me in celebrating Parisa in her absence. And now I move to Manjiri. Manjiri Garrett is an exceptional and tireless advocate for pharmacy who has worked to advance the role of pharmacists, particularly in public health and primary health care. She has contributed to many initiatives in India, including leading the Indian Pharmaceutical Association .TB Pharmacist Project. Previous positions in FIP include Executive Committee member and Vice President of the FIP Community Pharmacy Section. As an FIP Vice President, Manjiri has ensured that the voice of FIP and pharmacy is heard at numerous external events through her engagements. Her term of office has included co-chairing the FIP Antimicrobial Resistance Commission, our Policy Committee on AMR and Antimicrobial Stewardship, and the Selection Committee for FIP Fellowship Awards. She has also acted as the Bureau Liaison Officer for the Southeast Asian Regional Pharmaceutical Forum. And in her own words, Manjiri is Indian at heart, but global in spirit. Thank you so much, Manjiri, for your great dedication to the work of FIP. And now I turn to Professor Ralph Altier. Ralph has served FIP in many posts over the years, including as president of our academic pharmacy section, increasing and broadening membership reach and engagement. He was engaged with FIP education almost from the beginning, contributing to its growth and achievements. Ralph has brought a wealth of knowledge and experience from a long career in pharmacy schools, both as a researcher and an educator, and as a dean of an academic institutional member of FIP to his role as chair of FIP education. During Ralph's service as FIP Ed chair, he has been the liaison between FIP Ed, the Board of Pharmaceutical Practice, the Board of Pharmaceutical Science, and the FIP Foundation. He has co-chaired the selection committee for FIP's Education Awards and contributed to our Congress Development Program Group and the revision of the Nanjing Statements, which provide a benchmark for pharmacy education around the world. A strong supporter of international cooperation, part of Ralph's role as chair of FIP-Ed is directorship of the FIP UNESCO Unitwin Programme, which enables synchronized and powerful development in undergraduate training and continuing pharmacy and pharmaceutical sciences education. We thank you, Ralph, for all your work on Bureau. So next, a pharmacist and a pharmaceutical scientist and an expert in the field of cancer is Professor Ross McKinnon's involvement with FIP. Ross has been engaged and involved and active within FIP for some 20 years, and during this time, he has published research papers from every special interest group in FIP. Given his expertise to the FIP Congress Programme Committees and chaired the fifth Pharmaceutical Sciences World Congress in 2014. He has contributed to many areas of our federation, including FIP's Education Steering Committee, and he was a FIP Bureau member as an FIP Vice President from 2012 to 2019. We welcomed him back to Bureau as chair of the FIP Board of Pharmaceutical Sciences in 2020. Ross's passion for the board has been science informing practice, which is indeed his personal mission and his endeavour. His term as chair of the BPS has included roles leading the board's Strategic Planning Committee 2024, co-chairing selection committees for FIP's Science Awards, and representing FIP at numerous external events. We thank you, Ross, from Bureau for all your valuable contributions to FIP. Thanks a million, Ross. So colleagues, we thank these 4 Bureau members for all their efforts in FIP and global pharmacy. Please join me in a final sign of thanks of our appreciation.
Isibane Say Africa is a choir for change, founded in Khayelitsha to give the local youth a chance to belong to something positive and uplifting instead of falling in with gangs and drugs. They are a registered non-governmental organization and use the funds they raise through their performances to uplift the local community in Khayelitsha through song, dance, and performance. Wearing African-inspired attire, they will now perform a medley of famous South African songs. So do not hesitate to sing along if you recognize the song.
Nantalabo, ayong Haya sakukuka satibega nansi patapa sakukuka satibega. Haya sakukuka sat. Haya patapat. Sakukuka satibega. Haya sakukuka satibega. Sakukuka satibega. Haya mama, yo mama. Oh, mommy, pata, pata. Hi, your mama. Pata, pata. Oh, where were you? Ah. I was so good, was so cheap. I was so good, was so cheap. Mama. So good, was so cheap. Hello, Kika Landela.
Honored guests, esteemed colleagues, dear Congress participants. My name is Rebecca and I'm the FIP's Scientific Secretary. And I'm here to present the Hust Manson Medal, which is awarded every 3 years in honor of an eminent past president of FIP, Dr. Eric Hust Manson. The medal is awarded to an exceptional pharmaceutical scientist who has made a significant and outstanding contribution to the diverse field of pharmaceutical sciences, and whose contributions have made an impact on both policy and practice. It is my great pleasure to announce that the recipient of the Hust Manson Medal 2024 is Dr. Vinod P. Shah from the United States of America. Dr. Shah's work includes establishing the biopharmaceutical classification system for immediate release solid dosage forms and developing the classification system for topical drug products. He has also developed dissolution methodology for poorly water-soluble drug products using surfactants, which has been adapted by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the U.S. Pharmacopoeia. Dr. Shah has also created procedures for comparing dissolution profiles, which have been adopted globally by regulatory agencies, and he has developed in vitro release methodology for semi-solid dosage forms now used by the US FDA guidance. Dr. Shah currently works as a pharmaceutical consultant and is the founder and chairman of the Society of Pharmaceutical Dissolution Sciences International. And he is also a past scientific secretary of FIP. During his tenure as scientific secretary, he led the work of developing 2 strategic plans for the Board of Pharmaceutical Sciences, which included implementing the current special interest group structure. On Wednesday, Dr. Shah will deliver the Hust Manson Medal Lecture entitled Regulatory Science and Drug Product Quality. And I welcome you all to take this opportunity to hear about Dr. Shah's career and the impact he has had on regulatory and drug product quality practices. Now all that remains to me is to invite Vinod Shah to join us on stage and receive his award. Thank you.
Greetings. I'm extremely honored to be the recipient of 2024 FIP Host Manson Medal Award for Pharmaceutical Scientists. I want to thank FIP and all those who sponsored my nomination. This award recognizes an exceptional research active scientist who has made significant and outstanding contributions to the field of pharmaceutical science, which have had an impact on the policy and practice. One of my major achievements worldwide has been to broaden the science base for regulatory strategies. A prime example of this drive was to establish the biopharmaceutics classification system, BCS, to streamline the assessment of bioequivalence. It has always been my privilege to help advance the development and quality of medicines in developing countries and around the globe through the conducting numerous workshops in the area of bioequivalence and dissolution to increase the awareness and provide educational training to improve the drug product quality. During my journey, I was encouraged and supported by the professional scientists and colleagues of the organizations I worked with, including FDA. The bioequivalence workshops globally were supported by AAPS and FIP, and the hands-on dissolution workshops were supported by FIP only. I am really pleased to see that all my regulatory science work and efforts to improve the drug product quality globally has been recognized by a global organization, FIP, in giving me this prestigious Host Manson Award today. Thank you.
Honored guests, esteemed colleagues, dear Congress participants, I'm Naoko Arakawa, FIP Interim Education Secretary, and here I would like to introduce new FIP Distinguished Pharmaceutical Education Award for mid-career and its first recipient. The purpose of this new FIP award, the FIP Distinguished Pharmaceutical Education Award, is to recognize an outstanding mid-career educator who has made a significant contribution to the field of pharmaceutical education that have also impacted in pharmacy practice. Dr. Lauren Jonkman is its first recipient. Dr. Jonkman's work has focused on global health and health equity. As a Fulbright scholar, she developed and expanded postgraduate clinical training programs at the University of Namibia. And since 2023, she has been working to redesign the university's curricula for the bachelor's and the master's degrees in pharmacy to enhance student skills and knowledge. She has coordinated global health elective experiences and mentored students in resource-limited settings, advocating for a more comprehensive approach to pharmacy education. Dr. Jonkman's research on medication adherence, cultural competency, and access to care has informed evidence-based practices and policy discussions, particularly concerning healthcare disparities. Her collaborations with international institutions have furthered knowledge exchange and capacity building, strengthening pharmacy education practice in the region. She is also an active member of FIP's academic pharmacy section, contributing to the section's impact on pharmaceutical education, policy, and practice. Dr. Jonkman will give a lecture on the context and the nuance in pharmacy education during the FIP Educators Summit on Thursday. Please join me in congratulating her on this award.
I am beyond honored and grateful to be nominated and selected for the 2024 Pharmaceutical Educator Award mid-career. I am a pharmacist clinician, and my focus has been on training pharmacists to be able to provide contextually based, resource thoughtful care in limited resource settings across the globe. My focus has been on training pharmacists in the US to provide care in free clinics and other limited resource settings. And since 2015 have been involved in doing the same at the University of Namibia. In 2023, I took a full-time position in Namibia to be able to continue to build pharmacist capacity for advancing clinical pharmacist services and to address these underlying inequities that exist within healthcare. I am honored and proud to be able to work with folks that I've been involved in their training and see all of their passion and excitement for continuing to advance the profession and for improving the care for individual patients. Thank you for this honor.
Honored guests, esteemed colleagues, dear Congress participants, my name is Luis Lourenço. I'm currently the FIP Professional Secretary. The FIP Early Career in Pharmaceutical Practice Recognition Awards recognize an outstanding early career pharmacist who has made significant contributions to his or her field of practice at the national level and who is also emerging internationally. I'm happy to announce that our inaugural award goes to Dr. Shania Liu. Dr. Liu completed her PhD on reducing persistence of post-operative opioid use at the University of Sydney, Australia. She has published over 20 articles in leading peer-reviewed journals. She has also led national pain management training as chair of the Society of Hospital Pharmacists of Australian Pain Management Leadership Committee. Her research has been cited and has been actually included in several guidelines on pain management and is cited in Australian and New Zealand College of Anaesthetists' position statement on acute pain management. Dr. Liu's advocacy against modified release opioids for post-operative pain has also influenced proactively internationally, including those of the UK Royal College of Anaesthetists. She's also a member of the FIP Hospital Pharmacy section and the chair of the Communication and Digital Engagement Committee. Her global impact is further highlighted by international collaborations with universities in Canada, the UK, and the USA, as well as a recent postdoctoral appointment at the University of Alberta. Please join me on applauding Dr. Liu.
I wish to express my sincere gratitude to FIP for the honour of being awarded the Early Career in Pharmaceutical Practice Recognition Award. This award is a testament to the incredible community that is FIP, one that has encouraged active involvement and in doing so builds up the capacity of its members. Something I've learned in my journey here is that people connect with people, and I've found that getting involved in the hospital pharmacy section has in turn expanded my network of collaborators and mentors. So to close, I'd like to acknowledge the support from my mentors, including Dr. Jonathan Pem, my team from the University of Sydney, and the hospital pharmacy section community.
Colleagues, my name is Dara Connolly from Ireland, and it is my great honour to be Chair of the Board of Pharmaceutical Practice. It is my privilege to present this new 3-yearly FIP Award for Exceptional Leadership, and my pleasure to announce Professor Ralph Altier as its first recipient. Professor Altier has contributed to FIP in many leadership roles, including Chair of the FIP Education, President of FIP's Academic Pharmacy Section, and as Director of the FIP UNESCO UniTwin Programme. His inclusive vision and energetic leadership has been pivotal in our Federation's successes. Professor Altier has also been active on a number of FIP committees, such as the Congress Programme Committee and the Academic Institutional Membership Advisory Committee, and participated in developing the Pharmaceutical Workforce Development Goals and the Nanjing Statements on Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Education. He currently serves as the co-chair of the Task Force for revision of the Nanjing Statements. For over 12 years, he has promoted FIP education to academic pharmacy associations in every World Health Organization region. Recognized as a fellow of FIP in 2016, Professor Altier recently established an industrial pharmacy education working group within FIPED to develop guidance for establishing pharmacy education programs to support the workforce in countries developing their own pharmaceutical industry. Now he has initiated a global advisory committee for FIP-Ed with representatives from regional academic associations. Professor Altier exemplifies the qualities of a great leader in pharmacy. Please join me in congratulating him on this recognition.
I'm deeply honored to receive this exceptional award from FIP today. It's a special privilege to be recognized by your peers and colleagues, so I give my special thanks to my nominators. As we all know, one does not receive an award like this on their own. I'd like to first and foremost thank my wife Melinda and my family for giving me the time and the freedom to pursue my work. I'd also like to thank my institution and colleagues for the support they've given me so I can engage with the global community. I owe a special debt of gratitude to FIP as an organization and especially its leadership who have given me support but more importantly, have given me an opportunity of a lifetime to engage with the global community and serve FIP and FIP education. I'd like to thank the staff at FIP who have been so supportive over the years, and they always do it with a smile on their face, which is very much appreciated. I'd also like to give a special thanks to all of those with whom I have worked over the years, both within FIP and beyond, especially through the UniTwin program and the academic associations on virtually all the continents of the world except Antarctica. They're the ones who are the innovators. They're the ones who are advancing education and advancing the profession. So I owe a debt of gratitude to each and every one of you who have helped me and inspired me in the work that I have been able to do for FIP. So my message to you and virtually everyone in this room is, may the wind beneath your wings raise you up to new heights and greater accomplishments than those that have served before you. Thank you all.
Colleagues and friends, it is my pleasure to now announce the 10 new FIP Fellows for 2024. The FIP Fellowship recognises individual members of FIP who have exhibited strong leadership internationally, distinguished themselves in the pharmaceutical sciences or practice or education of pharmacy, and contributed to the advancement of pharmaceutical sciences or practice and their service to FIP. I think this is the best job, Paul. Our first new fellow is Dr. Abdi Karim Mohammed Abdi, the treasurer of FIP's academic pharmacy section and an associate professor at Yeditepe University in Turkey. Dr. Abdi has demonstrated international leadership through roles in academia and initiatives to foster education and professional development. He pioneered the development of the first objective standardized clinical examinations in Turkey and North Cyprus, along with innovative CPD and lifelong learning. These were instructional modules. He played a pivotal role in establishing hospital-based pharmaceutical care centers in Cyprus and Turkey. Dr. Abdi contributed to the establishment of a young pharmacist group in Jordan and the national initiative Doctor of Pharmacy Toward Optimized Pharmaceutical Care during his studentship there. He currently works to establish pharmacy education programs to improve the pharmacy education curriculum as a consultant for Just University in Somalia. He is Vice Director of East African Association for Research and Development and a member of the European Society of Clinical Pharmacy Research Committee. Unfortunately, Dr. Abdi was not able to make it today, but we congratulate him in his absence. Our second new fellow is Sir Anthony Accompanying. The claps. During his presidency of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, and due to the strong engagement of his executive committee with the Nigerian government, the country's National Universities Commission gave the first approval for the award of PharmD degree in Nigerian universities. Such advocacy work also led to 3 pharmacists sitting in the cabinet of the federal government. In 2008, he was part of a government-sponsored delegation of deans of pharmacy schools in Nigeria to understudy the evolution and curriculum of the PharmD in the USA and develop a program that would suit the needs of Nigerian healthcare. He is a past president of the FIP Pharmaceutical Forum of Africa and has served the community pharmacy section as a member of its steering committee. Congratulations. Our next fellow is Mr. Dara Connolly from Ireland. Through a career spanning over 25 years in community pharmacy practice, Mr. Connolly has consistently represented our profession to improve patient outcomes. As the president of the Irish Pharmacy Union, he contributed to shaping healthcare policies and regulation. His advocacy resulted in maintaining and expanding access to healthcare and the introduction of new pharmacy services such as pharmacist emergency contraceptive prescribing. Dara was president of the community pharmacy section of FIP and one of the lead authors of Workforce Sustainability and Supporting Positive Practice in Community Pharmacy, an international report by the section. He currently chairs the FIP Board of Pharmaceutical Practice, and it's my great pleasure to present him with this fellowship. Our fourth new FIP fellow is Dr. Sarah Deneen Griffin from Australia. Sarah is also a co-author of the said report, Workforce Sustainability and Supporting Positive Practice in Community Pharmacy. Sarah is an exemplary leader in practice, academia, and research, serving our profession in a variety of ways. She was appointed by the Australian Minister of Health to a committee leading Australia's national medicines policy. Sarah is also the chief investigator of 2 major grants awarded by the New South Wales government to design, implement, and evaluate a trial to extend the scope of practice of community pharmacists by enabling them to prescribe oral contraceptives and medicines for UTIs and skin conditions. She's currently Vice President of the FIP Community Pharmacy Section. Congratulations, Sarah. Our next fellow is Dr. Stephen Eckel, Associate Professor at the University of North Carolina's Eshelman School of Pharmacy in the US. As the school's Associate Dean of Global Engagement, He leads a global advanced pharmacy practice experience program that sends pharmacy students to different countries each year. Stephen also leads a Masters of Science program in hospital pharmacy administration and leadership. He has been the president of the North Carolina Association of Pharmacists and a member of the board of directors of the American Society of Health System Pharmacists. For some 25 years, he has been involved in pharmacy residency leadership at UNC Medical Center, expanding clinical pharmacy services in both acute and ambulatory care settings. Stephen's service to FIP includes the development and update of the FIP Basel Statements for hospital pharmacy. Congratulations, Stephen. Dr. Prosper Hiag is our 6th new fellow. Prosper has held multiple leadership roles in pharmacy organizations like the FIP, African Pharmaceutical Forum, and the Cameroon National Order of Pharmacists, and he is a vice president of FIP. Prosper has worked tirelessly to advance our profession in Africa and beyond. His work has included advocating the expansion of the FIP UNESCO UniTwin program across Africa. As the chair of the FIP expert group on substandard and falsified medicines, Prosper has raised awareness of the risks of these products amongst pharmacists in sub-Saharan Africa. He has worked actively for QUAMED and ARSO, organizations charged with ensuring quality of medicines and standardization. Dr. Hiag has been a wonderful representative of FIP and the African Pharmaceutical Forum in at least 19 countries, and we thank him for his expertise and dedication to FIP. I'm now delighted to announce an FIP fellowship to a humanitarian pharmacist, Ms. Aiko Kobayashi. Aiko has shown unwavering commitment in advocating the recognition and development of humanitarian pharmacy in her home country of Japan and beyond. Her work has included arranging an international component of the Japanese Red Cross annual conference, and as a result of her efforts, humanitarian pharmacy is a recognized field of practice in Japan. Elected vice president of the FIP Military and Emergency Pharmacy Section in 2011, she currently serves as the section's special project officer for emergency pharmacy. Her advocacy for the need of specialized training for disaster responders led to the section's development of FIP's Global Competency Framework for Humanitarian Pharmacy, which is also endorsed by the WHO. Congratulations, Aiko, and well done. Next, I would like to congratulate a South African who has been instrumental in ensuring that the voice of pharmacy is heard in the South African government. I think Dr. Sham Moodley has some people in the audience who know him. Sham, it says here, is already well recognized in this country. I think Sham, the applause is worthy. He is named as South African's Pharmacy Council's National Pharmacist of the Year in 2008 and Community Pharmacist of the Year in 2018. Sham was part of the task team for the Independent Pharmacy Emergency Fund, securing support for community pharmacies that suffered during unrest in 2021. During the COVID pandemic, Sham also played a key role in enabling community pharmacists to participate in vaccination campaigns. He has been a joint chair of a pharmacy stakeholders forum responsible for negotiations with the South African Pricing Committee regarding the dispensing fee, and he is currently an executive member of the FIP's Community Pharmacy section. Sham, congratulations. Our 9th FIP Fellowship awardee is Dr. T.V. Narayana. As president of the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Dr. Narayana has been a fantastic partner to FIP and a strong advocate for our profession. He initiated work on workforce data compilation and vaccination training, including, most recently, the Train the Trainer workshop launched in collaboration with FIP to equip and empower pharmacists as vaccinations. Dr. Narayana has been instrumental in advocating pharmacist roles in India, tackling AMR, managing infectious diseases, and providing tobacco cessation services. He is instrumental in mobilizing FIP membership in India. He attends every FIP Congress with a big delegation from India, and continues to promote FIP development goals across the country and across the Southeast Asian region as president of the FIP Southeast Asian Regional Pharmaceutical Forum. Thank you so much for your contribution to the profession. Our final new fellow for 2024 this year is Dr. Melody Ryan from the USA. Melody serves as the University of Kentucky College of Pharmacy Director of International Professional Student Education and has developed international experiences, both on campus and abroad, for students from pre-pharmacy to graduate level. In addition, Melody has developed international advanced pharmacy practice experiences in 9 countries and leads education abroad courses in Ecuador, Japan, and the UK. Melody is committed to providing international opportunities for all students, particularly those unable to travel. And for this reason, she developed the Global Classroom to connect students in the US and China around contemporary issues in pharmacy. A strong advocate for lifelong education, Dr. Ryan has produced nearly 200 continuing education programs. She has served the American College of Clinical Pharmacy, the American Pharmacists Association, and the US Pharmacopoeia, and is an active member of FIP's academic pharmacy section. Please join me in congratulating Melody.
honored guests, esteemed colleagues, dear Congress participants. In August 2023, the FIP Bureau voted that our then President, Dominique Jordan, should receive the Kamal Kida Award for Exceptional Leadership to FIP, established in 2020 and on an ad hoc basis. A Swiss community pharmacist, Dominique was a member of FIP for 20 years. In 2018, he was elected president of FIP, and before that, he served us as the chair of the Board of Pharmaceutical Practice. Dominique was an exceptional leader and advocate for our profession and dedicated to advancing pharmacy in every country. And during his presidency, he led our federation through the global crisis of COVID-19 and introduced the vision of one FIP, which resulted in greater collaboration between the many constituencies within our organization and increased engagement with our members. His work gave FIP and our federation and the profession greater visibility in the world of health, and his presidency saw FIP grow stronger, more resilient, and become more member-focused. Dominique was a passionate pharmacist, a strong, considered leader, and a good friend to all. We know that the news of this award in the weeks before his passing meant a lot to him, and we want to remember Dominique at this Congress by inviting his partner, Dr. Astrid Schock, to come and officially accept this award. Please, Astrid, come to the stage.
Esteemed colleagues from all across the globe, I'm Mrs. Manjari Gareth from India, FIP Vice President and a Bureau member, rather an outgoing Bureau member as you have just heard before sometime. It's my honor and privilege and a pleasure to announce the FIP's Health Promotion Campaign Award. The Health Promotion Campaign Award, presented annually since 2016, recognizes a health promotion campaign developed and run by an FIP member organization or one of its chapters. Health promotion is supported through community pharmacists, ensuring that everyone has access to the information and resources needed to maintain good health, contributing to universal health coverage and the delivery of the Astana Declaration. This year, FIP is delighted to present its 2024 Health Promotion Campaign Award to the General Pharmaceutical Council of Spain for its initiative to increase health education in rural areas of Spain. Led by the Council and funded by Spain's Ministry for Ecological Transition and Demographic Challenges, the initiative was piloted in Castilla-Leon, home to 32% of Spain's rural pharmacies, in collaboration with the region's pharmaceutical council and provincial pharmacy chambers. Community pharmacists provided up to 5 health education sessions in their municipalities, covering a number of topics, benefiting over 9,600 people and demonstrating the capability of our profession. Please join me in congratulating our colleagues in Spain on this award. General Pharmaceutical Council of Spain.
The Rural Health School Project is an initiative focused on health education and health promotion in rural population with less than 5,000 inhabitants. The region of Castilla y León, where 32% of Spain's rural pharmacies are located, was chosen to carry out the pilot project for this initiative. The project was first presented to the authorities and the media at an event in the town of Elayos, Ávila, which was attended by the then Minister of Health, José Manuel Miñones. More than 100 community pharmacies took part in this initiative, which provided training in prevention and healthy habits to almost 10,000 people in small municipalities. In total, 109 pharmacies provided 5 training sessions in their respective communities adapted to the health interests of each population group: elderly people, adults, women, adolescents, and children. Feedback from the satisfaction surveys carried out at the end of the sessions was highly positive. 99% of the participants will attend further training of this type, as well as taking these sessions more frequently. The program is innovative, as 80% of the respondents stated that this was the first time they had received such training. It's an initiative with a positive impact on the health of the rural populations, as 98% consider that the training contributes to improving their lifestyle.
The chairperson of the FIP Foundation, Janelle Sobotka, unfortunately cannot join us in person today to present the following awards. We received a video message from her, whereafter I will invite to the stage a director of the FIP Foundation, Andy Gray, to present the Foundation Awards.
Hello, I'm delighted to share remarks on behalf of the FIP Foundation Board of Directors. If you're not aware of it, the FIP Foundation is the philanthropic organization that supports the mission of FIP. As a charitable organization, we collect donations, which we then turn right around and give back out to support, as our FIP President Sinclair calls it, good works. Our current programs include 3 areas: research grants, leadership development scholars, and the Pharma Bridge program for connections, collaboration, and education for pharmacists, pharmaceutical scientists, and pharmacy educators. To learn more details about our programs and celebrate this year's selected research grant and leadership scholar recipients, please come to our program on Monday morning at 8 a.m. and also attend our Pharma Bridge program on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Finally, I want to share my deepest gratitude to so many of you who have donated funds to the FIP Foundation. The 2024 list of donors to date is listed on our website. We hope to add many more donor names before the 2024 year end. Your contributions support our programs and truly make a difference in advancements for FIP and its membership. I will close by asking you to stop by our Foundation exhibit stand during Congress to meet and visit with me and our Foundation Board Directors. For your donations at the exhibit, we are offering t-shirts, stuffed animals, special lapel pins, and children's books. Donors are also invited to our Foundation reception later tonight and to the fun run early Tuesday morning. We hope to see you at any of these events during the Congress. Now, we would like to introduce 2 very special awards: the FIP Foundation ECPG Innovation Research Grant and the Global Tanhope Leadership Scholar. Please join me in giving them a big round of applause.
Colleagues, it is my pleasure to prove to you that lightning can strike twice. So she wasn't doctor then, but she is doctor now. And the winner of the FIP Foundation and ECPG Innovation Research Grant for 2023, Dr. Shania Liu. As Janelle has already explained to you, we recognize the incredible role that our previous, as we used to call him, General Secretary, Ton Hook, made to the Federation. And in his memory, we created the Ton Hook Scholarship for young leaders. We recognize those with potential to grow in this federation, to lead our profession, and to contribute for many years to come. And it's my pleasure this year to announce the winner of the Ton Hook Scholarship for Young Leaders, Dr. Praveen Devanandan from India.
The national anthem of South Africa, called Nkosi Sikelele Afrika, means God bless Africa in isiXhosa and Zulu. It is a prayer asking for protection for our people, our country, and our continent. It is not the tradition to end the opening ceremony with the host country's national anthem, but we invite you to follow the words that will appear on the screen, which will also be translated into English, and sing together with the Isibane Se Africa Choir as we ask for protection and blessing upon this Congress. This time, the choir will deliver their performance in traditional Zulu attire. Following the national anthem, the choir will lead us into dancing and singing one of the most famous songs stating, "It is time for Africa," whereafter you are all invited to join us in the exhibition hall for the welcome reception. Please stand for the South African national anthem.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika maluphakanyiswa uphondo lwayo izwa imithandazo yethu. Murena buluga, sishaba sa Yesu, ufedinse dimthwali mathele, usibuluke, sibuluke, sishaba sa Yesu. All dance and rejoice. Samina mina, waka waka. Shosholoza, Shosholoza. Oh, Shosholoza. Yostimela. Oh, Shosholoza. Yeah, yeah. Yostimela. Yeah, yeah. When uyabaleka, stimela, westimela, za, shosholo, haibo, haibo, oh shosholoza, shosholoza, oh when uyabaleka. When you are Sosholoza, kule sondaba stimela. Sosholoza, sosholoza.